I want to take a moment to help our veterans understand one of the most powerful financial tools out there, and that's the VA Home Loan Program. Hi, I'm Dane. I'm an Air Force veteran myself, real estate investor, and now I'm a mortgage officer at One Brokerage. I don't just want to give you the sales pitch. I firmly believe that my first goal is education. So I'm going to talk to you about what makes this program unique, what some of its benefits are, and what some of its drawbacks are, so you can make the best choice for you and your family moving forward. First and foremost, what is the VA Home Loan Program? Well, this is not the VA lending money directly to you. No, the Veterans Administration is providing a guarantee to lenders to offer and extend credit to you, the veteran. And this is a great thing because it makes the program even more competitive than other options out there. So what are some of those benefits? You've probably heard of 0% down, meaning no cash out of pocket to buy a home. That is great. There are other programs that have less than 20% available, like FHA or USDA, versus conventional lending where you're going to need to bring that 20% down. The VA will allow you to bring zero down. Now, with those other programs like FHA and USDA, you're going to be required to get private mortgage insurance. Sadly, this isn't insurance for you, it's insurance for the lender if you defaulted. The VA Home Loan Program does not require PMI. This will save you hundreds of dollars per month. Again, because of that strong VA backing, you're going to get access to some of the most competitive interest rates that are out there. Additionally, lenders have expanded their guidelines and qualify more buyers, meaning that you can have a lower credit score and probably a higher debt to income ratio than conventional buyer and lending will allow. This is great because if maybe you're in a sticky financial situation and your credit isn't exactly where you'd like to be, you can still get a great rate on that home loan for you. This is a lifetime benefit and you can use it more than once. This is where if you're active duty today and thinking about retiring and moving to where that forever home is, it's a great product for you to move forward into that and do so with confidence. Finally, if you're somebody that's going to move around and you want to be able to sell that home and you've got a great rate, this loan is assumable as well, meaning that if somebody else buys it, they can get access to that wonderful loan setup that you've already got. If they're a veteran themselves, they can use their own entitlement, which will liberate your entitlement back for you. If they're not someone who's a veteran, then your entitlement will be encumbered, but it's a good selling point for you out there. Now, no program is perfect. Everything's got its drawbacks out there. What are some of those things that you might want to consider as you're moving forward with this? You've probably heard about the funding fee or the subsequent use funding fee, meaning if you use the loan more than once. What is this? The funding fee is anywhere between 1 to 3.3% of the loan, and this can be additive money to help the VA cover their costs. The benefit is the funding fee can be rolled into the loan. So if you can imagine that it's a 1% fee on a $300,000 house, that's a $3,000 payment that needs to go back as that funding fee. You can roll that into your loan. So rather than having a $300,000 loan, you can have a $303,000 loan. You probably heard me already mention about where you're going to lay your head. That's some of the restrictions that are out there. This must be your primary home, meaning where you're going to live. It can't be a secondary home or an investment property. Some people talk about the paperwork or the process taking a little bit longer. Let's be honest, it's a government process. Uncle Sam has paperwork to be able to understand it all, and the VA is going to do an inspection. They want to make sure that this property is habitable for you and that you can actually live in it, that the electricity works and that the water flows. You got to think about other structures as well too. If there's a detached garage, they got to make sure that it's not falling down. Sorry for my investors out there that want to have that live-in flip house where they're going to live in a construction zone. I think you're awesome. Go for it. We just can't use this product on there. The VA wants to make sure that veterans can lay their head down with confidence right now when they sign those paperwork and get those keys in hand. And then lastly, it might not be the best option for you. Maybe you've got great credit and you've already got that 20% down. Maybe there's a loan product and a lender that'll even give you a better rate. Does the VA loan shine? And when do you want to consider alternatives? Maybe you don't have that cash for that down payment and that 0% down is really important for you. Maybe you do have the cash in your pocket and you want to use that for another investment. 0% down, getting into your primary home and having money for your investment, that's a pretty awesome strength there. Another thing, it can help you maximize that buying power because of that backing that you get by having a lower interest rate out there. When is it not the best alternative? Maybe you've got that great credit and you've got your 20% down already. Maybe you're thinking about a secondary home or investment property. Sorry, this is not something that we can do. This is for primary residence only. The bottom line is the VA home loan remains one of the strongest financial tools that exists out there for veterans. But that doesn't make it the right tool to use every time. I think the smartest thing that you can do is sit down, write out your goals and what success looks like for you, and then meet with someone who can not only talk about the VA home loan inside and out, but also honestly compare it to other options available to you. As an Air Force veteran, I take this seriously. I mentioned up front that I firmly believe in education first. I also firmly believe in our company mantra here at the One Brokerage, which is to leave you better off financially than we found you. I want people making smart, confident decisions about where they're going to lay their head every night. If this is interesting to you or you want to learn more about the VA Home Loan Program, reach out. Let's have that conversation.